not just an alternative. The Xtreme
Wrestling.
Xtreme.
Oh my goodness, Sama threw a table. Xtreme. This boys winner, Hurricane Ronda from the ring to the apron. Xtreme to be in for a 4-eyes. He hits the howling needle.
Xtreme.
What's good, everyone? This is the Xtreme Virtual Pro Wrestling Podcast featuring my guest, Mikey Truth. What's good, man?
What's going on, world? What's going on, Maxie? What's going on, XVPW fan base? What's going on, world? Yours truly, the iconic Deity, Mikey Truth, is right here. Gonna answer all your questions. Let's shoot.
All right, that's actually probably the best introduction we have.
You're just storing up on these episodes, bruh. Release the content.
Yeah, man.
The dirtiest, roughest, hard-pounding, most extreme show on YouTube.
Do you want to showcase your in-ring talent as a virtual pro wrestler? You got the mic skills to win over the XVPW universe, or the balls to talk shit and back it up, or you just want to fuck shit up and take it to the extreme. One match, one winner. Be part of XVPW's One Night Delight.
What are you waiting for? It's time to get
Xtreme. Mikey, man, what's up, man? Where you from?
What's going on, Maxie? Well, I'm East Coast. I'm East Coast rapper, not too far from NYC. I'm from the GTA, Greater Toronto area. More importantly, Toronto, Canada. We the Canadians out here.
Okay.
But yeah, that's basically where I'm from. The GTA, Greater Toronto area.
Nice, nice. Is it cold up there?
Hell no. We just getting over that frost, and now the summer weather's coming in. That heat wave starting to split in.
Cool,
So,
cool.
you know, we're grooving, baby, out here. It's not what you think. We don't live in igloos out here.
That's what's up, man. For those who don't know, this is actually the first time I'm actually talking to Mikey.
Cam to cam, outside text.
Yeah, man. Alright, so I know you're heavily involved in the COC community, and I know you're in some federations and whatnot. So, you know, you want to talk about that? Where you from, man? I know you have your own fed, so you know you can put that plug in right now if you want to.
Okay. Well, I'm diving in a little bit in the car industry, or the car circuit, so to speak, car wrestling circuit, the car wrestling scene. My mainstay, I'd say my primary place is SPW 2K, Supreme Pro Wrestling 2K. It made that transition from the Wrestling Empire platform, which is a PC game by the whole M. Dickey group. And that dude basically shot us in the heart, saying that we couldn't continue with the customization and the whole car creation sort of thing, or we're going to be hit with lawsuits. So we made that transition to the WWE games, so to speak. And we're making that move to, you know, expand, bring in all sorts of talents from all over the car community. Doesn't matter where you rep, you want to be the best in the world, come to SPW2K and prove that fact. Outside of SPW2K, I'm an Empire Wrestling Network. I'd say day one, man. Empire Wrestling Network has been my umbrella, so to speak, of promotions throughout the car wrestling scene that I've been working throughout. From the likes of Loaded Wrestling, IFW, which are some of our top current promotions in the Empire Wrestling Network today. But if you want to go back to where I started, it was MMW and the MWA, Empire Mall Wrestling, and the Empire Wrestling Association. Those were the two promotions that really gave me that opportunity to get things started out here. And the Empire Wrestling Network basically grew me and groomed the whole Mikey Truth character from the various promotions under that umbrella, from MMW to FOW to TMT, OWF. You hit that YouTube, you type in the Empire Wrestling Network, we have an illustrious history of about a decade plus of excellence under our belt through our collective. Outside of the whole Empire Wrestling Network, I'm the new face of XVPW, baby. And we taking over. We're running tanks. But other side of that, I'm making my rounds. You can find me in also a fellow Canadian promotion, CCWO, COH, CSWA, Unite. We got Unite Inception coming up soon. I'm going to be part of that. And the War of the Worlds 12-man battle that's going down with some of the top, I'd say, wrestling podcasters in the game today. Going to be competing against some of the top 12 COD talents in the Unite roster that we got scouted and picked up from. And now, we're going to war, so to speak. Outside of Unite, I'm also working with Shock Nation Wrestling. WWA. I'm just making those waves, my man, making those waves throughout the whole car wrestling scene, and just building that prestige once again. I found a whole new light and fire within me, within the whole car wrestling scene, so I'm just feeling unstoppable. Wherever I'm getting booked, wherever I'm showing up, you guys will find out on my Twitter, I am Mikey Truth.
You're most definitely, after hearing all of that just now for the first time, you're most definitely the Jericho. The Jericho of...
Hey, yo, Canadian boys, bruh.
Exactly. If only you were in Winnipeg, it would just fit perfectly. Like, you have Kenny, you, like, and Jericho, like, right there. And I was like, yeah. You are everywhere, man.
Yeah, just making waves. I feel like it's just like the pro wrestling scene today where, like, you're in more than just one promotion, so to speak. You can actually build your character in various different promotions throughout the scene. And it's just about communicating with those bookers to make sure, that communication is clear and your vision for your character and where you see yourself down the line makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, don't join all these promotions. It makes no sense to do that. You're just going to get lost in the shuffle. You actually got to go into this thing with some sort of game plan, so to speak. So I'm looking at it as like a real independent worker. I'm going around picking up these bookings, working the circuit, building that prestige for my name again outside the whole Empire Wrestling Network, but in car wrestling as a whole.
You have a good mindset, especially for this the type of community. I like that.
Brother.
That's really good. That's a really dope that's a really dope mentality. That's similar to my mentality of the way I think of, well, some people say call it CAW, but personally, like, even though I am in the CAW community, I think of XVPW as, like, if I can treat it how I normally treat if I was to run my own federation.
Run your own promotion.
Yeah, it's just how the business mindset, the hustle mindset, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, brother. Like, I look at it this way, like, I do have aspirations and dreams to get back into pro wrestling training.
Yeah.
So I use these promos, I use working these circuits as, like, training camp type of thing. Beef up your promo skills, your mic skills. Obviously, I can't take bumps in virtual wrestling, but, like, when I get back into training with Battle Arts, Santino Morella's school, here in the GTA, more so in the suburbs of Mississauga, going back there to try and train back there, I do want to elaborate and bring the two worlds together and bring the character into one. That is the ultimate goal in life.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. So outside of that, my question is, like, why do you like CAW itself? Why do you like CAW? Create a wrestler. Why do you like Create a Wrestler?
Why do I like the whole
when did you realize I'm gonna start doing this / wow, this is something I really do like to do?
It goes way back into, like, when I was like 13, bro. 13, 14 years old. You just on the internet's kind of getting into the jig of things of social media, and Facebook's popping off. Is like the whole brand new wave of everybody realizing how really small the world is and just connecting, right? So one of the main things for me why I got into COD was to build that character, so to speak. Like, you have that creator wrestler option in the game, but to bring that element from just out of that single platform of a video game to bring it to the whole spectrum of the internet is a whole nother level, because you're bringing a whole bunch of different characters, different gimmicks. Some people may be dicks and assholes, but at the end of the day, there is some good people within this whole circuit. You just got to find your niche type of thing, right? So that's what happened with me. I went through text promo feds back in the day in little forums to actually finding a promotion, which was MMW, and that was part of the Empire Wrestling Network. And then through MMW, I found out about FOW and the likes of Pete and Hypnosis and my homie Rocco and Gary throughout the whole Empire Wrestling Network. Nathan, I introduced you to a couple of homies too, but those guys were the core group of people that, so to speak, made me really fall in love for this thing, right? And like really enjoy it because it was like a friendship type of thing. It wasn't just people stabbing each other in the back and tit for tat action and just pure drama. Everybody was helping each other embrace each other and get better at the craft of promo work and getting better at just modding and creating your character and bringing it to a whole nother level. So I believe just the community aspect of things and the fact that I'm just a pro wrestling fan at heart, bro, and just being able to bring that into a virtual virtual aspect is beautiful.
That's what's up.
And that's what kept me going. And I mean, like, I did start to lose my fire. This was like right when the whole Empire Wrestling Network situation happened with the Creator Wrestling Empire and Dicky, when he shot at us with a bunch that threat for the lawsuit, and we can't fucking mod or create his games anymore. That was like a kind of stab in the heart because like we spent how much hours? Imagine you're spending countless hours on 2K, and then Vince is like, yo, fuck these guys. You guys ain't allowed to create on my game anymore, create my platform anymore. Get out of here. What are you going to do, right? It just shows all your hard work, all the time that you spent into the game. It just throws it in the trash. So that kind of like killed my spirit. And I was really looking at ending it and just, taking and training full time and just going with it, right? And just creating that atmosphere. But what brought me back was the WWE 2K franchise and the evolution of the WWE 2K franchise. Just the game's just getting better, embracing the COD community even more, with the COD community being uploaded and us being able to share our characters and our creations. That is what brought the fire. I'm like, okay, maybe there's something left. Maybe there's some finished business out here. And just various promotions that I've been a fan of and I've watched, like XVPW. I caught some in season 1, just skimming around, just searching online. And I was like, yo, this is something different. I want to get a part of this. It brings a little element of real life and the virtual game together. That's something I haven't seen in COD wrestling before, as far as like a major scale COD promotion that's like their focus, even adding the intricate commercials of like pro wrestling talent, actual pro wrestling talent at independent shows. You going the extra mile to get that footage to bring that real life feel to the game. I thought that was cool, so I wanted to get my feet wet in that. Seeing promotions like COH, ECW, even just the evolution of the Empire Wrestling Network with Loaded Wrestling and IFW, making that transition to 2K, I knew there was much more. Call All-Star, CCL, just all these promotions popping up. And even now with Combat with Honor popping up and all these little intricate promotions, GCA, promotion that you probably even heard of, they're starting to bubble up now online and through the Twitters and the Discord, just seeing that there's different communities all over the place. Get your feet wet. Just enjoy it, man. Just embrace the community because you never know how long it's going to last.
Cool. What? All right, so you have a lot of history, so I know this for sure. So your best match ever. What was your best match?
Fuck. Yo! Damn, dude. You're asking me to pick my brain for the past, like, decade plus one specific match?
Hey, two or three. Whatever stuck out. What was your best match?
I go with, like, events, because I don't really just focus just, like, on my matches alone. I like to just see how, like, the whole event plays out as a whole, so to speak. So I believe, like, one of my favorite matches, I don't want to be a dick, but from my own promotion, XPW2K, it was fun to do that whole 6-man tag. This is recent, Supremacy. We hosted it out in Tokyo, Japan. And we did Supremacy. I really just started to embrace the whole highlight reel element of things and just bring in not only the pure Sura element, but elements of just independent wrestling from here in Toronto, Smash Wrestling to even PWG and ROH feel. Just bringing that feel to my promotion, that was my goal. And I feel like Supremacy kind of like did that, and we brought so much characters from various different communities in the COD wrestling scene together to compete on this event. And one of my favorite matches to be a part of was that 6-man tag team matchup with Rush Hour London Tower. Just the combinations of two different worlds meeting, and the very first time we all worked together with AJ Young, Jay Crack, and Ben Hopkins, that was pretty cool. Outside of that, just seeing the evolution of the Empire Wrestling Network, working with IFW, building my current storyline with IFW, where I'm starting to build up some of the new talent in IFW, and we're building towards their big show, New Enemies, which is going to be like a 6-man tag matchup. We're going to bring in some of the new faces at IFW on my side, and we're going to compete against the Blackbirds, which is Nathan Smarta and his little crew. That's also a prominent matchup that I'm not only looking forward to, but a program that I'm just happy to just be a part of. Hell, being part of One Night Delight, that's a highlight, bro. That's a highlight recently for me. That was sick. Being having the honor to just be part of the first ever episode of a show. And
you're in my radar for that. I'm like, I gotta have it. So yeah.
And being hungry. Like a key feature, that was pretty cool. And the CCL breakthrough tournament, that was probably the crowning of like, I'm here now type of deal. I'm here. It doesn't matter what promotion. Mikey Truth is here, and I'm gonna run things. So like, I would gear towards more of the recent years, but if it's something prominent, I'd look back in the day. It was when I was first breaking out into the scene and just being embraced by the MMW crew, MMW and the MWA group, and I was in like a faction wars. This is way back when I first started. I got brought in by a group called Rated X. One of the guys, my mentor, Super Loco, he went off into the war, and we kind of like dissipated. We lost connection when he went off into the war. But shout out to you, wherever you are and what you're doing. You already know it's all love at the end of the day. But he brought me into MMW, really brought me into this group called Rated X. And it was me, Super Local, HFD. We were a trio, and we went to war with the likes of the Brotherhood and SAC. And these are kind of like the pillars that built the whole wrestling empire scene for the MMW and the whole Empire Wrestling Network. And being able to work with these guys and learning under them, it gave me the tools that I still use today.
Dope. All right, so we're going to take a short little break, and we're going to be back with Mikey Truth.
We going to smoke up. That's what we going to do.
The dirtiest, roughest, hard-pounding, most extreme show on YouTube.
Do you want to showcase your in-ring talent as a virtual pro wrestler? You got the mic skills to win over the XVPW universe, or the balls to talk shit and back it up? Or you just want to fuck shit up and take it to the extreme? One match, one winner. Be part of XVPW's One Night Delight.
What are you waiting for? It's time to get
Xtreme.
Alright, welcome back everybody. If you like that little commercial, that is XVPW's One Night Delight. If you got what it takes to be part of the virtual pro wrestling experience, if you got the mic skills, to back it up and, be part, and you can win the XVPW universe, or you just want to fuck shit up, come join Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling's One Night Delight. One match, one winner, XVPW's One Night Delight. It's open to everyone, and who knows, maybe you could face Mikey Truth. All right, welcome back, Mikey. What's up, man?
I'm matches tonight. Welcome back. Thanks for having me, bro.
So we know your history. You're all over. You're basically all over the COD community scene. We appreciate that, man. Maybe that's why I had my radar on you.
Brother.
Yeah, I had my radar on you and all that stuff. So you know what? There's gonna be a lot of Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling questions right now. So
I respect you.
Why do you want to be part? Why do you want to be part of XVPW, man? Why do you think we should we want to know why? Why did you join XVPW?
Like I said, XVPW offered a different element to the game that wasn't really touched on a lot. Like a lot of promotions do bring in the real world element to it, like COH, but I feel like XVPW, the way that you cut and edit your shows and bringing in the embracement of the independent promotions and putting some of the independent promotions on your show, I thought that was just dope. And just building that connection. Also, you're not too far from the kid, bro. It's NYC Toronto Connect. I have to show some love. And you guys got some dope talent on the line. There's some dope guys that are good on the mic, and I feel like promo wise, I can go back and forth with it and create some magic with the talent there. And that's our one key selling factor. This is why I've joined the likes of CCL, COH, ECW. And, I've made my ways throughout the game, and I've stationed out here in XVPW. When I get the call, I pull up, put these boots to that ass, and I collect that paycheck at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, realistically, you guys got some dope guys that have some sick promo skills, and I feel like it creates some magic. Create some dope magic.
What's funny about the main roster? What's funny about the main roster is none of them are heavily involved or even involved in the cock community. So it's like a lot of fresh talent. So besides you, and recently signed M Accuracy and Aether, you guys are basically like the top 3 right now that are heavily involved in the cock community. So y'all being part of XVPW changes the game, really. It changes. So we're actually adding that, like, people who's been doing it for a while, there's people who recently signed too, like, Rochambeau and Garnet Court and whatnot. But I remember when I was signing, y'all, I'm like, all right, so outside of my roster, who are never not even involved in the call world, now I'm signing top 3 guys who are making themselves in the cock community. So hopefully we get to see y'all in action. So I was actually a big part of it. Like, season 2 wise, I remember I was like, all right, let's see what's up, and hopefully y'all just don't disappoint, man. Y'all been putting work for like how many years, especially M Accuracy and y'all. So, like, it should be interesting. It should be fucking interesting.
It's gonna be dope because some of those guys I haven't even crossed paths with.
Yeah.
I've been all over the map, I haven't even crossed paths. So it just shows you how in depth this whole community can be, and how many different promotions and different communities and collectives are out there. Like, I haven't even met and worked with M Accuracy before. I haven't worked with Aether before. Those are some things that I do look forward to in the future, whether it's in XVPW or elsewhere. Those are some, like, key talents that are some dope pickups from XVPW, and that's the thing that I respect. You're now starting to embrace both ends of the spectrum. You're bringing in some of your homies from your home state, and you're starting to bring in some of the prominent names that are lighting up the car community and the car wrestling scene and the virtual wrestling scene, so to speak, right now, today.
That's true. So what's your goal, man? What's your goal in XVPW?
My goal in XVPW kind of similar like my goals in other promotions, but more importantly, I not only want to carry some of the top gold in XVPW, but I want to evolve the whole brand. We're working for the blind kids and these lower tier venues and whatnot. I feel like we can get into some studio halls. I feel like we can elevate the product to a whole nother level and a whole nother prestige. Kind of similar like the growth with ECW and CZW. As much as CZW gets hate and ECW got hate back in the day, they evolved and grew over the years and became prominent fixtures in the game. And I feel like XVPW has that core essence to do that. With your editing skills, with the talent pool that's on there, I feel that with the right direction, the right vision going forward now, and your ideas going forward with season, if you do continue to go on with the various seasons, season 3, season 4, and so forth, I feel like people will definitely see a huge growth within the product and the evolution of the overall content.
We gotta do a couple budget cuts if we gotta get those halls, man. But you know what? Hopefully the general manager understands that he gotta stop spending his money on blow and wasting it on certain talent.
You're gonna get a heart attack real quick.
What's your dream match, man? Your dream match in XVPW?
I want the Wolf King.
Yeah.
I hope he sees this, he hears this, whatever the case may be. But sooner or later, I feel like me and the Wolf King can tear this motherfucker up. We can.
Why the Wolf King? Why the Wolf King, man?
Bruh, his character, he dials into a whole nother element for his character. He takes it to a whole nother extreme, so to speak, no pun intended.
Yeah.
Wolf King, I like the dark essence of him, and I feel with my charismatic attitude and personality, I can start to bring out other elements into him as well. Because I can tap into that sadistic dark side as well. But I will also want to see where his elements and how far his promos can be taken, how he can evolve as this dark menacing character, where he can go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, we see the evolution of Bray Wyatt. We see the evolution of Mankind. We've seen the evolution of Hell. We can go back in the day. We've seen the evolution of fucking Abdul the Butcher. And how scary and menacing that character grew on to people, right? I feel like Wolf King is that gimmick. And I'm putting him over, but at the same time, I want to meet in that squared circle and go bell to bell. We can create some historic moments for XVPW. And I know Mike work skills is going to be out of this fucking world. He's going to push me to another level, and I'll be pushing him to another level. And that's all I ask for when I'm working with Torrance. And eventually, if the world is in a perfect place, we can do all this for that XVPW gold.
That's what's up, man.
That's what I'm here for, bruh. I want it all. I want all the gold.
All right, so before we end this off and whatnot, you have any questions for me personally? I know, I know it's about you and all that stuff, but this is where we get to know each other. So, have any questions about me? For me?
Definitely. I want to know what is your vision as far as where you see XVPW going in the future, and do you see yourself starting to explore more in the COD community?
Good question. All right, good question. What was the first one you said? What's my goal for XVPW?
What is your long-term goal for XVPW? Do you look forward to building the content and eventually evolving as a product? Or do you like the current status that it is and you're going to remain within that whole scene, this whole look? I'm talking presentation-wise, editing-wise, the whole package for XVPW as a whole.
All right.
Are there any changes that you have in mind going forward in the future?
Yeah. All right. You and I have the same mentality, basically. That's why I signed you. You and I have the same mentality of, just the fact.
That's good, though. She does good.
So the fact. All right. So if you guys can't see this is not going to be in visual content. It's only going to be in podcast audio. Mikey has a green screen in the background. For those who don't know, a green screen, especially in what we're doing right now as content creators, I can already tell off the bat the way Mikey talks, the way Mikey has his green screen in the background, and the way he delivers in majority of all his stuff is that 110%. I have that mentality of that 110% too. When I did Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling, off the bat, I already knew what I was getting myself into. It's not because, we do this for fun, but there's people who did this for fun, / they see the bigger picture. You see that bigger picture. It's not a half-assed picture. We see this as a hobby / I'm gonna do this on the long run, still have fun with it, but I see the bigger picture behind. We see the end of the rainbow.
All fun at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We don't take this too hard. We don't take it too serious. We all have our own fucking lives outside of this shit. It's all fun.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
It's at the end of the day, it's all fun, But you know what?
When you're not having fun, get the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, it's all fun, but we see that bigger picture that this could be something big, you know, and we're gonna invest whatever time / whatever we can in this, because who knows, maybe 5+ years from now, we got something to look back on. Hopefully 10 to 5 years from now, we probably might get known. 10 to 5.
Or it might be fucking VR and we're actually doing this shit.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So that's how I think of it. I think of XVPW. I wanna same thing for you. And you know what? We're male. We have egos. Wrestling is an ego type of environment. You know, and our goal is to be the best. And that's my goal. Is I see XVPW as being one of the best products out there. People say, you know, there's this wrestling term now that I hear a lot of people say, especially with the AEW and all this stuff, is, you know, oh, it's an alternative. It's an alternative. It's alternative to this, alternative. There's their alternative, and there's XVPW, which is the extreme alternative. And that's how I think of it, you know. And people want to join our shit because they see the way we do things, you know. And they want to be part of that. They want to be part of that experience, you know. And the same thing with what I told about M accuracy and whatnot is, if you come here, I'm gonna book you the best way possible, and I'm not gonna give up. You know, everybody in XVPW has a chance to be part of that bigger experience, and I expect the best, and I'm gonna deliver the best. And I'm not gonna make you look like shit, you know. If Mikey Truth comes to Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling, best bet that either one, even if you lose, you still look like a fucking champ. Even if you lose, you still look like a winner. Even if you lose, you're still gonna be part of that main event picture. Even if you lose, I'm still gonna make you look good, no matter what. Because if you come to my product, quote me on this, is I'm still gonna make you look good because I see you be part of that, especially for the next 5 years, you know. I can see you do that. I can see you be part of some, because you know what? There's a reason why you signed with me. And there's a reason why people want to be part of this, because even if you lose, even if you're not, you know, you're still gonna have the best experience of your life in Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling. And that's why I see myself in the next 5 years is that, you know what, I want to be known as one of the best YouTube shows, not just car shows, not just whatever, you know.
In general, you just want to be a good fucking show.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, and you know, even if I still do this for fun, it's still XVPW is my baby, you know. Yeah. And I take care of people who's in Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling, you know, because I don't want. Yeah, I'm known in the car community as that guy that, yo, why is he bashing our product, blah blah blah, and I'm
you
like
to stir shit. Don't lie, you like to stir shit.
I do.
It's in you.
I do. Why? Yeah. Because I want to be known as, you know, because I'm cocky. No lie. You know me off the bat. I'm very competitive. I'm a very competitive person, but I'm also humble. You know. People who saw that commercial, like I said, I didn't, you know, the way the general manager said it is, you know, we're not like COH, we're not like AWF, we're not like this. We like doing things a little bit better. And that little bit better is what stands us out from all the different shows. But I respect for the people who did it long. I give you your props. I give you your respect. No lie.
So you respect those creators of
yes. Yeah. I will never say your content is like I'll take a shit in it. No. Okay, I watch your fucking show. I watch your show.
Me being the outside in, I feel like that's what some of that other party feel. Yeah. Is that you're just fucking them, and like what they kind of feel, if you want to get into this, they kind of feel is that from their past streams, and you came in there and you did your thing. I wasn't around at that time, but from conversation, you going in those past All-Star, I guess, events that streamed and trashing it and bashing it, that dealt them deep, and that pissed a lot of people off and gave you a lot of heat. Like I told you, I keep it 100 with everybody.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I totally.
How I felt about that commercial is that you and XVPW and this whole product doesn't need to even compare yourself to anybody. Period. And commercial doesn't even. Honestly, that commercial doesn't even have to air anymore because you guys are in your own element. They're in their own element. ECW does something completely different from what COH does. COH does something completely different that you do.
Yeah.
You do completely something different that what the Empire Wrestling Network, our whole brand, does. We all have our own intricate pockets in this whole car wrestling scene, and that's why it's so sick. Because if you want to work for a different style, you can go ahead and do so.
Oh yeah. But like I said,
as I feel, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no problem.
Everybody in general, that core group, you and me being in the middle, I just want everybody to have that common ground, respect, and just be cool with one another, so that we can start seeing some cross-branded workings. We can start seeing some talents. Who knows? You can see a Wolf King pop up if he's interested. Pop up in an SPW or a COH or an ECW. If I'm just using random names.
Yeah.
Anybody from any roster and Aether pop up in an SPW. Like that having that dynamic and having that realm of freedom for everybody and everybody having that common ground respect for each other's content will bring this whole game to a whole nother level. And it will make the competition that much harder. Because now everybody doesn't have this hate in their heart or imaginary hate in their heart or paranoia hate in their heart. Everybody can just be 100 with each other. You know?
That's the thing, though. See, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. Like,
I want everybody to have one love and respect for one another.
I respect, no lie, I respect everybody who's been doing this. You know, no lie. But like I said, I'm a very competitive person, you know. But I'm also humble, you know. If people ever,
that needs to come out more on their end for you. You need to start showing them more humbleness.
The people, like, you know, I keep it straight 100, man. It's just
at the same time, they can realize that you're not a bad person.
There's no way. A good example.
But at the end, at the same time, I just don't want anybody to have any negative hardship against one another.
There's no way. All right, I know there's people, especially every gaming community, every community has a toxicity around them.
I know. You can't run from it. It's society. It's life.
It's exactly. But people who listen to this, especially in episode 1, when I was talking to Accuracy and whatnot, you know, and everything, it's like I said. I mean, no disrespect whatsoever and whatnot. I can give you constructive criticism that honesty. People sometimes can't take constructive criticism. As a content creator, the people who are Ryan Paul Jones, Travis Sparks, and whatnot.
They're great content creators, though. They're sick.
Yeah.
And they're obviously getting better as I'm getting better. And I know we all watch each other's content and we're like, okay, this is cool. I can add this element here.
There's a time when me and Ryan would talk back to back. He's the one that introduced me to the COD community and whatnot. And, you know, I sometimes have to exit myself away from that community because not generally speaking it was him or whatnot, because me and Ryan are cool. We stopped talking, but, you know, and all that stuff because, you know, we did our little separate things. But I had exit away from a certain community.
I know bits and pieces. Yeah. But I'm the new boy. I'm a new face.
Yeah.
In this
so I'm a new guy, and I'm like, and you know, a person who's been, all right, I've been doing CAW, quote unquote, 2 years. So I'm still fresh in this game. I'm like, all right, these are people who've been doing it longer, and they introduced me to the community. Cool, respect it. But then I saw some toxicity in that group. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna exit my way out of this group because, you know, it's not my thing. You know, now I respect people like Ryan and Travis who's been doing you know, we spend hours into our product. I respect that.
Joseph Collins,
Yeah.
Nathan, Rocco, Gary,
Yeah.
the whole Empire gang, bro.
So like I
You
said,
spent
I'm
hours
very
on
humble and whatnot. When people come up to me and say,
Oh my God.
when they drop down, when they drop their links and send me their stuff, I will give you constructive criticism. Take it how you feel, but at the end of the day, I still respect you. I'm not gonna disrespect you and whatnot. There's the difference between there's little stuff here and there that you can fix. There's little stuff here and there that okay, it's not my fault.
We can't lie. We do get lazy. There's times we're working on this shit after hours in the night, and you do get lazy. Like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just cut this quick. We're gonna fucking export this shit.
Yeah. You can even Trey Jeter, a perfect example. I respect him. He's also part of the Xtreme Robo, also part of XVPW's One Night Delight. He sent me a belt that looks like a belt, and he's like, he just sent me it, and I'm like, ew. He's like, okay, Max, what's wrong? I'm like, you could fix this little here. And for people who don't know my history outside of CAW, I am a videographer. Graduate.
So I have videographer friends.
Yeah.
I have photographer.
I'm a videographer. I'm a photographer. I'm a graphic designer. I'm also a teacher and whatnot. So, like I said, when I see stuff that doesn't catch my eye, if people DM me links,
off, but it's annoying. It's like a fly.
No, it's not annoying. It doesn't piss me off. Is okay. There's a reason why this person sent me this fucking link. There's a reason why this person sent me this picture. They like my brutal fucking honesty, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. And if I'm keeping it real with you, that means I fucking respect you. There's the difference. Now, let's break it back to XVPW and this, right? Now, we also are owners of our own federations and whatnot.
Preferences with our own preferences.
Yes.
Keyword.
Yes. Yeah, preferences and whatnot. Now, okay, there you go. We're also businessmen, man. So I'm telling you, like, I want to be the best out there. That's all. I want to be the best out there.
Yeah, but everybody has their own goal. I don't really give a fuck about being the best.
Exactly. That's your own mission statement, right? That's your own mission statement. My own mission statement.
Exactly.
And that's why. Exactly, and that's why I respect Mikey Truth, because he understands my logic, my mentality. Because we're both somewhat in the same grind, but you know what? I'm competitive. He does this for fun. And he respects others. Boom. That's it. I'm not gonna disrespect him, and that's it. And that's why we're cool, man.
And you bring the best out of each other from there.
Exactly. And if Mikey Truth says, needs any help, I got you. When you need any tips, boom. What? I'm not gonna disrespect you.
Staten Island, Jamaica. Ooh. I'll come to New York one time. I'll catch you. Don't worry. All throughout Brooklyn.
And not only that, man, but yeah, it's just like I'm competitive as fuck. I'm a gamer. I even told Accuracy, you want to know a good scenario about this? Me and Accuracy plays fucking Tekken. You want to know a good example of how I treat XVPW? Yo, Accuracy, I'm gonna fuck you up in Tekken. Damn. Yo. And I'm like, exactly, I'm competitive. I don't disrespect you, though. Like, I'm not disrespecting your skills, but just so you know, I'll bust your ass in fucking Tekken. Mikey, if I ever have a match against you, I'm gonna fuck you up. Point blank.
I don't play Tekken, so it might happen.
No, I'm talking about an XVPW. I will fuck you up if I ever get a chance. If I ever book it, Lord knows if the boss ever books it, no lie, I will rip the dreads off your fucking hair. Play jump rope with it, man. I don't know. But I respect you. But no lie, you're not gonna get a pin off me, bro. Sorry. Limit breaker right on your fucking smile, like your big ass fucking mouth, bro. I will limit breaker the shit out of you.
Yeah, right, bro. Don't let me leave that footprint on that nose.
I will come to your house and disrespect you, bro.
If anything, I got family all throughout Brooklyn, brother. Don't worry.
All right, man. You got any plugins, man? You got any plugins you want to put before I end off this podcast?
Ultimately, I love you. I love the brand. I love what you're doing. It's love. The whole goal that we want everybody to get out of this is just I just want a common ground at the end of the day with everybody. Everybody
Yeah.
be cool. And yeah, it's just open criticism. Be open to the creative content that's being pushed out there. Support each other. There's a lot of good content that's gonna be coming out. I will be dropping a lot of content soon for SPW2K. We're coming back up on a couple of shows due to real life work, brother. But we got Fighting Spirit episode 2 for SPW2K rolling out. Then we have our Vegas show that is Master Thy Art of War. That's gonna be rolling out as well, back to back. So I'm gonna try and get that out real soon. I got a couple of dates as well with IFW, New Enemies. I'll be on that show. Unite, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be on Unite. COH, Survival in the City 3, I'll be on that. Unite Inception, that is. I'll be on Unite Inception. COH, Survival in the City 3, I'll be there. XVPW, I'm popping up. I'm running up, brother. You can also catch me on CCWO Fight Night. We just won the Tag Team Championships on there, so we're going to be carrying the Canadian car wrestling brand on our back like we always been. And yeah, feel free to check out Empire Wrestling Network SPW2K, so you get the best of both worlds, the archives, the history, and some of the new content from IFW, Loaded Wrestling, AWN, ARW. We're just rolling out content on both channels, and it's love. I love you all.
Yo, no lie. Probably in a year from now, Mikey's gonna be probably the GOAT of CAW, because this man is everywhere and putting in work.
Yeah, we just building, brother. We building. It's not like I'm just out here trying to dominate. I'm trying to help and put other people over, build people up as well, build other characters, and just get better. I'm looking forward to some of the more content that's coming out with XVPW. I forgot about fucking ECW. I gotta shout out that guy, RPJ.
RPJ putting in work, man. Cool.
Putting in
Respect him
work.
too.
So I'm looking forward to his rollout of content. I will be showing up in some of his shows coming up. And yeah, brother, we just rolling out. Shout out my Empire gang, Llama gang, WWO, my Weed World Order. We out here. And it's love, one love from Mikey Truth. You can follow me at I am Mikey Truth on the Twitters. And we here and out.
If you want to check out Mikey Truth, check out all those stuff he just shouted out. I'm pretty sure we'll get a couple of links down below so you can check out his work. If you guys want to see his work, and also in Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling, I put him in the first episode of One Night the Light, our grand opening, our first episode, what is it? I don't know. We popped the cherry for One Night the Light, man. He put in a lot of work. My man, you know what? And that's not gonna be the first time you see him in One Night the Light. I'm pretty sure I'm booking for another match soon. But yeah, man, this is Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling Podcast, and we are out. Peace.
Out. Peace, one love.
Not just an alternative.
The Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling.